Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to another episode of Travis Does Firewood. Back at it again. Thank you for watching the previous videos. Had a few in the pipeline, and now I'm back at making new ones. Definitely a Charlie Foxtrot in terms of what is going on in my yard. Got some plywood and some scrap wood to build makeshift roofs over the top of the wood to help with the tarps. I got this trailer that I'm borrowing. I wish I had this. I wish I had a trailer. Everyone who does firewood full-time, of course, side hustle, needs a dump trailer. This is a few years old. It's my dad. Hang on, someone going down the road. Awesome, cool bike, bro. And I'm using it to deliver a full cart, which I don't sell bulk wood, but anyway, where was I? I don't sell bulk wood, but I have a customer who has had I've delivered wood to in the past, bulk wood, and he's been burned a few times getting crappy wood and green wood when it's being sold as seasoned. And what's funny is he lives in an area that is known for lumber and the timber industry. It's just outside of my hometown. In fact, another town just next to that town, literally their high school mascot is the Lumberjacks. I believe that's their mascot. So, I mean, for him not to find wood closer to him, I find interesting, but he defaults. I think a lot of people, when they find someone, especially for firewood, that they like and they trust and they deliver good firewood, then they stick with them. So I have some shorties fir that I wasn't sure what to do with. I got it this summer. I tested a few pieces on the front row and on the back row, and it seemed to be dry enough, fine. I told them that they're not S16. They're between probably like a foot and 14 or maybe 10 and 14 inches long. It's all in here under this tarp, and we will load it into the trailer to be delivered tomorrow late morning. But first, one of my neighbors, literally across the street, approached me and said, "Hey, my landlord cut down a cedar branch that cracked and fell, and do you want it?" And I said, "Yes." You never say no to free wood. You just don't. It's one of those things that even if you don't need it, you don't have time, you make time, because the next time that person, whoever that is, if they have wood in the future, they may not think of you. Now, if it was cottonwood, I would probably say no. Cedar, I have a lot of. This all in here is all cedar. That's obviously hemlock, but back in there, cedar and cedar blocks. I have cedar coming out of my ears. Totally do not need cedar, but when free comes knocking, you say yes, and you figure out how to collect it. So I'm going to gear up my truck, and we're gonna go across the street, load my truck in the bed. Probably take about maybe 2-3 loads. Some of the pieces are not cut to 16, so we need to bring over the chainsaw and some gear to cut those up real quick. So let's load up and let's get ready to cut and stack in the truck. Let's do it. All right, so we're on location. This is the first pile here. You see some logs there and some browns. Those are fine, but then there's some bigger pieces here, and then we got another pile over there. I'm not sure what's over there, but yeah, walk over here real quick, check it out. Probably back up the truck up to this one too. Yeah, it's not too bad. May noodle these down. So this came off of that cedar right there, that branch. Up there, came down. These are the other branches here in the gully. Yeah. So this is what's available. So let's set up, start cutting. Well, I hope I got the last part of footage there, but this is the first load here. That was right behind my truck. Load up nice. We'll offload it at the house in the backyard. Got to figure out where to put it. I don't know where to put it yet. And then we'll get that wood right there. Let's do it. So we're back in my yard, backed up to where I think I'm gonna drop it. I'm thinking about dropping it right here, next to the kindling cedar, because back in here is where we were eating at this pile. Something I think I'm gonna continue with cedar in the same area. I'll drop it there, and then I'll throw it in here and stack it in here. I think this area gets enough sun for cedar and wind. So that would be the plan. That is the plan. Without having to make it too much of a mess. I guess I'll need a pallet. Find a pallet. No. Do I bother with a pallet? Yeah, I probably should do a pallet. I'll put it right at the end of the truck here. The cedar fell if that was stacked. So then I'll bring in my splitter here, I'll back up to it and split, and then toss to my left, and that should work out fine. Let's do it. smells so good. Second pile is in, not much cutting done, but these are the bigger pieces, the pieces that were actually on the tree. This is the big branch that fell. Yeah, shouldn't be too bad because that's up off the ground, so I don't think there's any soil in there. So tips on free wood. I think we went over, seeing out of the sun here, I think we went over before how to find it. But when you get to the place where there's free wood available, there's a tree drop or a branch that need to be cut up or it's already bucked up, you just load it. Take everything, take all the pieces, don't leave the cookies or the rotted ones. These people are giving away something for free, and to be respectful, take all of it. Either whatever within reason. Like a few pieces that you don't want, take home and throw in the compost, give away there, or split it up. Cookies will burn in your fireplace. Find someone with a boiler to burn there, or outside or whatever. Just take everything, so it's worth the person's time to have you come and collect wood from them. So just a little tip, just to be with terms of like firewood etiquette, and then if you can, kind of clean up the area within reason. He doesn't really care about his lawn, so I'm going to leave everything here, all the branches and sawdust. there is the pile of cedar, probably about, I don't know, maybe like a third of a cord, maybe half. I noticed at the front of his driveway a branch fell down, and it's been sitting outside the road. Same storm that brought down this cedar branch, and it was a bunch of, on the road, a locust branch. It's really good wood. I haven't burned that since I had a locust tree fall down in my, or fall into my yard. I had to get rid of it because it was dying. So he had a lot in his front yard, and these are prime firewood. I think most of it is dry, but I want to split up the big stuff so it's easier to burn. But that will go in my personal stash to burn this winter, because it'll be good to go. So I don't know when I'll get to splitting this cedar. In no rush. There's other wood that's hardwood that I would like to do first. A neighbor contacted me, I don't know, probably like a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks. I've just been busy, so I wanted to get over there and get that out of his yard, because he offered it to me as soon as possible, and not have that be hanging. Obviously, he was not in a big rush. It's been sitting there for quite a while, based on the dead grass below the round. So but I still, when you make an appointment to get wood, you want to act on it, right? So so that's that. I think I'm gonna make this a short video. I hope that you enjoyed the content. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.